What's the deal? What's up with y'all? How y'all feeling, man? It's your boy. And I'm back. Long day, man. Long day. What's up, my people? What's up, my people, man? Let me get everybody in the room right quick. Let everybody know we live, man. On Channel 5. Shit crazy, man. Whacker here playing a dangerous game, police game, terrorist game. Let's get everybody in here, though. Where my people's at? We go to YouTube. Okay. Live channel. ODM Slim Live. We got. Boy. You know what I'm saying? We could have a lot of fun today, man. We got Mr. Bean for to show it off. Chico Bean. Chico Bean's gonna do it up. Shout out Chico Beans. Shout out the whole terror squad. It is what it is, ain't what it ain't. Let's get it, y'all. Mommy Dust. You already know. Own it. Nah, let me show you. All right. So, in the back of it, it's spray, right? So this is what is on the back of it. That's the back of it. That's the back of it. So that's why it looked like that. That's why it looked like that. On the back and all that. Look like they got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the back of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sacrifice, you know what I'm going? Buy out. You know? Straight up. So, yeah. That's the back of it, brother. That's the back of it. So it looked like it got like dust on it, but nah, it's really it's sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how it look. You know what I mean? But you know, that's how the dust go, baby. To dust to dawn. From dusk to dawn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Oh my goodness. So let's get and see if everything on all my stuff is programmed in right. All my life, I've been grinding all my life. The grown up. Oh my God. Oh, my bad, y'all. My bad. Shout out to my boy. Shout out to the Twitch side. Shout out Twitch. It's a Boulevard Real one. That's what it means. Boulevard. Or, I'm saying, for sure, real one. For sure. Appreciate the love, bro. On gang, I see. Salute to that. Salute to the stickers.
And she was like, "It's
gay."
Oh,
Yeah,
you. She
me.
said
Yeah,
you were gay.
I had to be gay because I didn't want to with her.
What? Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
What's your take on his last special?
with it because he reminded people of who he was. And like, I am the most talented human ever.
And if you ain't talking no dough, then I ain't interested. Look, they say the sky's the limit, I'm going farther than that. She keep blowing on my phone, so I called her mama, come get your daughter back. They just wanna live.
And there's something I don't.
I'm immortal. I just bought a nigga life, as and did a side, come with that order. You lazy, the reason you broke, you don't know how to hustle. Don't try me, they know I'm stressed, son. Look, red rum, red dot. Hit the block when 12 come. Look, know I'm thugging to the fullest, asking for a bullet, cause he never felt one. Stick him to the wall, this a nail gun. Riding with my dog, trying to nail something. Yeah. I said that on you when he got your partner too.
For me, I don't with people like that, like on a personal level.
Right, me neither.
Like, I embrace people that know me and all that. Hey, it's love, but with man, I done been through too much with
right. Yeah.
Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta kick it. I ain't gotta be around. I'm very self-sufficient and self-contained.
Yes, Lord.
So when I'm able to sit down and just chop it up, man, that's valuable because this shit builds character, and the energy that you build, and what I know we giving people from being able to sit down and there's somebody who's trying to figure out how to do this, but don't know how.
Right.
And don't know how to have them conversations or talk through things. And this is an example. Even if they watch this and mimic it to a T,
right,
you're going to be able to get something of how to move forward in regards to what you're doing on a day-to-day basis to help elevate yourself. And I value that, man.
Me too, man. Brother. Me too. It's the feeling is 100% mutual. Let's get back to the stand-up.
The stand-up special, yeah.
Kevin Hart, I'm sorry.
In Vegas, I shot it in Vegas at the Conrad Hotel. It was beautiful. It was 30 minutes. And it was just something that I did just to do. I don't have the same mentality that a lot of people had. You got to do this. You got to do it this way. I'm doing what the I want to do. And whatever comes from me doing it that way is for me. And whatever don't.
Right.
But this was just something that was cool to do. I got a whole lot of respect and admiration for Kev, not just as an entertainer, as a businessman. And he always showed us love. So, I just went and did, and it's dope. You know what I mean? It's clean. I mean, not clean as far as language, but it's clean as 30. It's just me showing, giving people a glimpse that might not know me from, because there's still people that think I'm a rapper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they only know me from what they see me. Yeah, shit. You never know. You know what I'm saying? So it's just another aspect to reintroduce myself to people. And that's something that I've been blessed to be able to do over and over again in my career thus far. That's why I always feel like I'm a new guy, even though I done been around for a while, because people see me and they get enamored with the fact that I'm able to do all the things that I do whenever they come in contact with it. So I'm always excited about reintroducing myself to people. And this is just another way that that's going to happen. And that's one of the things that I always say about not answering the question of where you see yourself.
So my peoples, man, you got the lady in the house, you know what I'm saying? She been come here and shut this motherfucker down. Anybody popping that shit, she go pop, pop, pop. We got my bro in the house, all from the NYC, hitting it across his head with that rah, rah, rah. You know what I'm saying? We got the sniper in the motherfucking building. Got the Colorado sniper, you know what I'm saying? With the orange rag on top of his head. Bah! One shot Hersky. Watch out, y'all. We got my motherfucking peoples in the building.
From 5 years and all of that, because if somebody would have asked me that when I was an open micer at the Comedy Zone in Greensboro to tell me where I seen myself in 5 years, I wouldn't have named half of the shit that I did already.
Right.
And that was damn near 20 years ago now. So, for me.
So you done went all the way over that shit. Yeah, accomplished much more than you could have imagined.
More than I could have imagined. So I never want to limit myself to what I can.
No, I've been watching y'all episode. I've been watching y'all, bro. I've been watching y'all do your thing. That shit look fire, bro, on everything.
Imagine in regards to what I'm doing. Like, I have a plan in regards to myself to get up every day and be great and challenge myself to be a better version of myself every single day. I do that every day.
Right.
But as far as what it looks like, whatever it looked like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm going to show up every time and be the best version of myself that I can possibly be, no matter what the scenario or situation. Whether I'm showing up to sit with my Loon, or I'm showing up to talk in front of 10,000 people, or I'm showing up to talk to one young boy about going through whatever he's going through in the city. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, I'm showing up as the best version of myself that I can show up as. And as long as I do that, everything is going to work itself out.
That's a fact. Do you think, so are these written jokes? Did you crowd work
Oh no, yeah, I did it all. You know what I mean? It's just old material. This is material. This is, that I know ain't nobody seen.
Yeah.
And, but that's the thing. I'm constantly working. Like every show is different with me because I'm talking about something that's going on or something that happened that I seen in your city or something that I got going on or the changes that I done went through. So nothing is the same. So it was easy for me to go up and do 30. Like I did so well that they damn near asked me to come do another one.
Yeah.
Right then. And I almost did it, but I ain't have another shirt. So I was like,
you didn't want to do the same. Yeah.
But,
and it's on Hulu.
Yeah, it's going to be on Hulu.
That's dope.
7-11.
That's dope.
7-11.
That's dope.
Yeah,
check that out. We definitely going to check that out as a community too.
Going to be something to watch and something to enjoy, get your laugh on and all that. But, like I said, even the stage play, doing that was something that I got to reintroduce myself to people. People came and was like, I had no idea who you were before the night. My daughter knew you, but I am a fan.
Right.
I love what you did. And this is something that they have no idea, none of the other stuff that I've done. But seeing me in this light is their first perspective of me.
With the stage play, how do you think that all of the do you think that all of the practice that you do with live shows play into
without
that?
question, because a lot of the improvisational stuff that happened in the show was them trusting me, like, and being able to see that, oh, he really do this, and I can still stay on script while also inserting different aspects.
That's what's dope.
And I was able to see my influence in every arena, because showing up in an arena that you've never been in before. This was my first major stage play. I've done plays before, but this was major.
Right.
This toured the country.
Yeah.
So being able to see that I can show up to any arena and not just perform at a high level, but have influence in whatever environment I show up in.
Yeah.
That's something that I value, because I didn't necessarily go into it thinking that I was going to be able to do that. I went into it solely wanting to learn, solely just wanting to pick up
some
the game.
Get
the game. As much game as I can get, just whatever. But through me doing that and showing that I embraced the process, I was able to influence the whole play, and not just on stage, but off stage too. How I impacted the cast and how I was able to, insert myself into, people who are all my elders. You know what I'm saying? I was the baby of the cast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But being able to show my influence and show love in ways that they weren't used to.
Now the whole cast got to be 90. You the baby of the cast. Whole cast only 90. The boy, come on, the boy got more forehead than me.
And seeing somebody come in and be able to, have dialogue and conversation. Like, it was crazy. Mother's Day, we had a show in St. Louis. And, I was cool. I was all the way cool until I got into the venue. And then that shit just hit me. And I went in my dressing room, and me and Flex was sharing the dressing room. And that nigga just closed the door and embraced me, man. I got you, young nigga. You good. You know what I mean?
That's love.
But before that, he had a situation where he was going through something with his child, and I was there, and I did the same thing for him prior.
Right.
So being able to do that and have those type of interactions with people that have more life experience than you, have been through more than you have as far as the days that they've been here, but still be able to connect on a level equally in that regard. Right. And I was like, this nigga in here holding me one-on-one. I'm in here being held by Michael Jackson. But we was able to laugh about that.
Yeah.
But just those type of interactions and chopping it up and wanting to be around, and I didn't talk about one-on-one conversations with guys that I grew up watching and being able to influence in my own way, and having influence on people who don't have to take any from me is something that I was able to learn and value in that space too. So I saw my value in a way that I was never able to see it in doing
That's dope. That's dope. Who is your top 5 comics right now?
Top 5 right now?
Legends. Or let's do legends.
Martin.
You always had an affinity for Martin.
Man,
That's
Martin,
always
man.
been your
Martin,
guy.
my guy, man.
Yeah.
Martin.
What do you, before we go to that, what do you think about Martin's new stand-up? Do you think that...
I did shows with him.
For real?
Mean, you could tell that, he still got it. Like, he's older though. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't respect transition. He can't be running around on stage like You So Crazy Martin no more. So if you want to get that, you should watch You So Crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to let him be who he is in his life at this point, and that's what he's talking about. So I appreciated watching it. But he still got that aura.
Yeah.
Like, they did a montage of everything that he's done, and you could forget who this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a bad
and it's
man.
like, damn, this I'm talking about from the way that the nigga was fly and this everything.
And
so,
he had aura out there.
Yeah,
bro, back in the day, aura was on 100.
Yeah, and it's just like being able to meet him at the time that I met him and being able to still have that perspective of him and watching and getting that and knowing him the way I know him now, because you never know if you'd have met him at that point if it would have been the same thing.
Right.
So I feel blessed in the game with that. But I say Martin, and this is the political top 5.
Okay.
Martin, Eddie, Dave. I gotta throw Jamie in there, man. Jamie Foxx, overall talent. He's the most talented man ever.
Yeah.
And then,
but is he up there with those guys with jokes though?
I mean, I think so. Across the board, I'm doing it like this politically across the board, totally across the board, and then Richard Pryor.
You know Rich was hardcore.
And Richard Pryor, just because,
and he was doing it in
the blueprint.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But personally, Quake, Earthquake.
You always said Quake as well.
Patrice O'Neal,
bad boy. Unapologetic Patrice O'Neal.
Corey Holcomb.
Corey, another bad man.
D-Ray.
I got to get up on D-Ray some more.
D-Ray a beast.
Is he?
Personally, D-Ray a beast.
Yeah.
I mean, just a monster on stage.
Yeah,
man.
I
One of
check
the biggest. Like, he motivated me so much, man. Like, giving me, like, it's a real big bro to me.
Right, shout out D-Ray.
Mike, and this is gonna be more than 5. This is my personal favorite. Mike Epps.
Yeah. Shout out Mike.
Know what I mean,
what was it touring like with him? With
he's one of the coolest in the world, man. Real. Like a real nigga.
Right, yeah.
Like across the board. Like you could chop it up with him and he gonna keep it real with you. And he standing, one of his partners is dude that roll with him, man, is one of the coolest dudes in the world, man. He always call me and show me these the type of these dudes is. They gonna call you and chop it up with you, say what's up, and just check in on you and all that. DL, love DL. Who else?
No, for sure, Bernie Mac is like one of the tops. Nigga, DL straight, but Bernie ain't fuck with Bernie Mac.
Man, there's so many, man. Lavelle Crawford.
He dead.
Lavelle Crawford, one of the funniest.
He fun as hell.
Listen, man, like
he
this
fun
nigga
as
make
hell.
you laugh.
He fun as
like,
hell.
It hurt you, man.
Yeah.
Well, Cat, of course.
Of course, Cat. Yeah.
Kevin. Kev, you gotta respect all the things that Kev has done. Just
what about Steve?
Steve is an enigma to me.
Yeah,
man. Steve is like
his performance, his stage presence was like.
Steve is an enigma because you be around him and you see that this nigga, he a real nigga too. But the thing about Steve is he a real nigga, but the fact that he's been able to position himself to be all of these different places while still being a real nigga.
Yeah, that's how
it's like, how the fuck you do that?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I watch Steve for, because it's like Family Feud and all of these different things that this talk show host, but you get around him and man, fuck all that shit. Man, ain't nobody doing that sucker shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I thought the survey says. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the thing about naming people, man. It's so many people that I got love for, because I feel like I done been blessed in the game. Like all the OGs, Duval, I can't forget Duval either. Lil Duval, man. Like Duval don't get the credit he deserved. Like Duval is, man, like if you look at the trajectory of how long he done been doing it and how many trends he done set, man. He's the first on social media for real. Like he's the first one to really blend the music with the comedy, like independent, like of just talking about another person's song, but taking a song and putting his own words to it and making up his own version and remixing,
like spoofing it,
spoofing a song.
But it was really good songs,
it was great songs.
It was
and
great
I'm talking about being a presence in the hip hop community and being in music videos. He was only
signed to a record label, wasn't it? Hustle Gang,
all of that, like being in the videos. You look back in the early 2000s, this was in there,
right?
Like, and being from the streets too, being a staple in this community in Jacksonville. You go through Jacksonville with Duval, man, they love that nigga down there. He outside amongst the people,
right?
And that's something that I value, because that's something that I've always been and always do. And that's one of the only people that I see still get to do it at that level, being as successful as he is.
Yeah,
to still be, I done stood in front of his shop with him and just chopped it up for hours and then pulled up on him in different places in Jacksonville, and he just amongst the people, and they showing him love because he really from where he from, and he never turned his back on his people in a way that is genuine. Because you can say you never turn your back on your people, but just show up and just hand out turkeys and stand on top of the truck and take pictures with your jewelry on with 90 security guards standing around so can't nobody touch you. Nah, we amongst the people when you with Duval. So it's so many, man, dudes that's in this game that I done been blessing the game, because coming in on Wild 'N Out, like all of these was our OGs. Corey and all them they was veterans when we was rookies. Yeah. But they embraced me. You know, they showed me love and gave me game. Corey was the first person to take me on the road and put me on a plane to do a comedy show.
I need to get Corey on here too, man. Corey is a I gotta get Corey.
My OG, I love that dude, man. He always showed me love and always kept it real with me, and always, was somebody who didn't allow, once we started to grow and get the notoriety and start to become them guys that they were at one point. Right. Never was hating, never did no sucker shit, never said no backwards shit. Whatever he gonna say about you, he gonna say to you, big head ass. Your muscle brain ass. That's who he is. Yeah. So, I'm
gonna have to get you to make that connection, man. When he come down, I definitely want to see what Corey. Corey's a good
guy, man.
I said that, and he unapologetic, and I respect
you gotta love that. That's what make the comedy, what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just thinking about guys that, all of the guys that came in that first generation of Wild 'N Out, the Aphions and all the guys that was there before. They all embraced me, man, and they all show me love. And whenever
it's kind of different from rap, man. Rappers
no, because that's not everybody's story.
Oh, okay,
that's not everybody's story. That's why I say I feel like I've been blessed in the game. Yeah. Everybody that I've met, it's been love, and that ain't everybody's story. And I've actually seen a lot of the guys not show love. So the fact that that's not my reality,
you gotta, and you also gotta point it out too. Like, yo, man, this is what I've been through with everybody, right?
And I can't speak for nobody else's experience, but these guys all of the guys have shown me love, and when they, and it wasn't just based on being cool and those. They all was like, let me see what you got, right? And I done had to show like, oh. Nah, I ain't. I'm really that guy. And they respect that. And on top of who I am off the stage, it was like, oh yeah, I can with young. Right. I can be around young. I can let him come to my house. I can because I know this ain't gonna take nothing from me. I ain't got to worry about nobody running up in here after he leave. And he got his own motion. He got his own. He's standing alone. He ain't trying to be around.
Real talk. We got them forehead, and muscle foreheads for sure. That nigga got brain.
Around nobody, like you can watch me and the way I move the same way everywhere. It's consistency. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me, you can set your watch to how I'm going to operate. Right. A lot of dudes recognize that, and it's rare in this game because you meet him and he show up somebody totally different the next time.
Right. Yeah. I don't appreciate that or respect it. When you hear people question Martin's cognitive ability, and you've been on stage with him, been on some shows with him, what's your response to that?
I always wonder what they thought of his cognitive ability before now. Like, what did you see in him that makes you think that he's so?
I think
just the motion and the way that he talks is just, you could tell that he's changed. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about the change that comes from being a mega star to going through all of the things that he's gone through, I mean, I just think that just calm down. Right. Honestly. Yeah. I can't, and I haven't had any personal conversations with him about whether or not he had anything cognitive go on. Right. But we all know what he went through from watching the journey. Yeah. He talked about it. You know what I mean? The passing out and the going through all that was a lot. Yeah. That was a lot to go through. So whatever he was dealing with at that time probably made him realize that, man, I need to slow down. And I just think he's embraced whatever that means to him, because the conversations that we've had, I can tell that he was a different person back then. Right. And then having conversations with people who were around him back then, they say he was a different person back then. So you could just tell that. I just think that he just slowed down, man. I think he was moving real fast at one time. Yeah. And
he was on top of the world. He was movie after movie after movie.
Yeah. So
stand up.
I just think that he slowed down, man. Yeah. I think that God put his hand on him and was like, hey, slow down. And I think that's what we watching. I think we watching him embrace another half of his life. But I'm going to take him at his word. You know what I mean? If the man say he ain't had no stroke, he ain't had no stroke.
Right.
So who am I to say, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Because you talk slower than you used to talk.
Yeah, the internet is weird in that way.
But, everybody's a doctor on Google and on Instagram and all that. But being around him and having dialogue with him, I can see that, he just, he slowed down. He's been through a lot, man. I went to his house for the first time and sat with him and God rest his soul, the dude that played Nipsey on the show. And it was his best friend. And you looked around and all of the dudes that were around him back then were still around him now. And that counts to me.
Yeah, they count.
To me,
that count.
When I see that, it's like, okay, that means regardless of what you were to the people that came into your circumference, the people that were around your
that
people,
meant something.
That meant something, they still around you.
Yeah, that means
something.
So
that means that whatever that happened to him or whatever he went through, they knew it wasn't him.
Yeah.
And they stayed around and helped him through that.
Right.
So that's what I think it is. I just think that, people are quick to judge when they've been able to watch you for 30 plus years and you change in front of them. I just think that he slowed down.
Right.
He slowed his life down, and he get high now too. He smoke weed.
Yeah,
so
that's gonna slow you down a little bit.
Like you said, it make you lethargic and all of that. But we all know what he went through. We all saw what he went through. You know what I'm saying? He's discussed what he went through, but he just slowed down. He just slowed down, man. I think when you slow down as a black man and people used to you moving around as much as he did, and you got to think about the speed in which he operated with. This man was smoking 8 different people on his own show that we all respect as their own individual characters.
Oh my God!
Think about Mama that. Is Martin Mama. Dragonfly Jones is Dragonfly Jones.
Shanae
is Shanae. Otis is Otis.
That's so
Roscoe
hard,
is Roscoe. These are their own. This is him, though.
Yeah.
So you think about how much he moved and how much he did and how much of all of the different people that he had to be in one person.
Hot Boy was hiding.
And then to go and to do the movies and to do the stand-up and to be the host of Def Jam and to do all of these different things. Then he was moving like a... And
he covered a lot of ground.
He slowed. I just think he slowed down, man. I think it's hard to because everybody still watch Martin.
Yeah,
everybody
to this
still
day
watch Martin.
Yeah.
So you watching that and you thinking like,
I want to see him.
I want to see the old Martin, but he the old Martin now.
And sometimes that's
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
literally. He the old Martin now.
Yeah,
so you can't if you want to see the old Martin, go see the old Martin. He's still out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But watching that, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's like if Jordan, you know what I'm saying? If you put Jordan on the court right now, that not gonna look like the nigga that wore them 12s.
Right. But that's the
Pretty J. Hey, Bookie. Don't be hating.
The detriment of being so historic and such a legend is that they take that snapshot.
You comparing him to his older self. You're not comparing him to what he's doing now.
Right.
You only can compare somebody that's been that great to their own greatness. That's just that's the gift and the curse of being great. You know what I mean? Like people are only going to compare you to what you did before.
And speaking of Jordan, he just had a he had a video that actually went viral, and the reason it went viral is because he was playing golf. He swung and kind of stumbled, and people was like, "Oh man, Jordan stumbled."
Yeah,
they don't even expect a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, to be off balance. You know what I'm saying? But that's just
that's their greatness.
Yeah, but that with greatness, and usually what a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to being great is usually people love to see great fail.
They sure do.
They just it's just inevitable. People love to see
build you up to tell you
fall.
Yeah,
it's just because they've never experienced greatness, and they say, "Oh, welcome back to the mediocrity that I operate in."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like that, like, and being around him. If I hadn't been around him, then I probably wouldn't be. I don't think I would be able to say that I didn't think anything was wrong,
right,
or that had happened, because I would only be comparing it to what I see, like everybody else. But I've been in this man's presence. I've been around him. I've spoke to him. I've been to his home. Man, just slowed down, man. That's all. He just, man, like, man, I ain't moving like I used to move no more. Moving like I used to move had me going through all that shit I went through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
from a joke writing perspective, is he still dropped? Well, I don't want to put you in that position, but from a joke writing perspective, has he slowed down in that?
No, he's still
area
funny,
as well?
man. He's still hilarious, man. When you go see him, he's just in a different pocket now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't running around and baby.
Yeah,
it ain't that. If that's what you looking to see, that's not what. But he's going to. But the good part about it is he addresses it,
right? And
that's all you can ask for is the addressing of whatever it is that the elephant in the room,
right?
He address it. He don't run from it.
Can black comics evolve, or do they kind of make y'all get stuck in the characters?
You got to be able to evolve, but it's kind of difficult to evolve when you've been that many people in front of us. Like it's
right. You done showed us all your tricks.
Not all of them, but.
A
with
lot
the next
of
one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we devalue how important the one's proud was.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult to do that in certain senses. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to somebody who has been Mount Rushmore, it's why Eddie probably ain't did another stand-up special yet.
No matter how good it is,
no matter how good everybody is going now, and now all of the ways that you can critique. See, that's our generation. We used to the critique.
Yeah.
These ain't used to the critique. You know what I mean? They don't know
Not
what it feel like. But when that's what I applaud Martin for, because he getting out there and he's facing it. You know, they asking him about it on the Breakfast Club, and he talking about it, and he's seeing all the comments that people saying, "Man, stop lying. You know you had a goddamn stroke, or you know something wrong with you, or you know," and having to deal with that and see that and still be able to function when you come from a time where that didn't exist
at all.
That should let you know that cognitively he's still there. Because in their wrong mind, definitely ain't
shut him down.
Like that
shut him down. Yeah. If he was fragile, if his mindset was fragile, dealing with this new age,
I'm not coming out here.
I'm done.
I don't got to.
Right. And I'm richer than
all of these things. I'm richer than. I got more money than. I don't have to be out
here.
But, you know what I'm saying? I'm still operating on the level of where I understand that I still got something to offer. And I think that he appreciates the game.
That's why I like having a back channel. I see grandson typing a back channel like, "What y'all doing? Hey, what's going on?"
And understands it so much and loves it so much that if he really didn't have anything to offer, he wouldn't be out here cheating nobody, man.
Right, yeah.
And he not, you know what I'm saying? I sat and watched him. And on this particular tour, and this was my first time seeing him do stand-up, because the first time I worked with him, he just emceed, he hosted. This was my first time seeing him do an hour set, and I'm like, oh man, that Martin he hilarious. We still laughing, he funny as a and he's talking about all the things that we wondering if he gonna say something about. He come out on the stage and you know what I mean, this looked like a that had a, you know what I mean? Literally wouldn't be able to do that if that was my reality.
Right.
I'm just a different now. Right. I got a belly now. Yeah. I'm a grandfather. Yeah. You still want me to goddamn be Dragonfly Jones?
Yeah.
Hey man, listen. Hey, he gonna come in here every day to say something, bro. Y'all pay attention to this man. His job is to do that. His job is to come here and say, "Hey, I don't like that," so everybody can attack him. Fuck, cuz.
That's what I'm talking about. That divide to where we don't leave the space open for our people to evolve and show up old in front of us, and we still take them at what it is they do. I still could say baby and be Shanae in a sense, but I'm not going to be able to come out here and run around and do all of the shit that I do. But I gave it to you already.
Right.
It's there for you to enjoy, and you still enjoy it.
Yes.
Let me give you something different.
Right.
Let me still be the person that you love.
And that's why I asked, do you think they kind of try to stick you in that box, whatever they love you as? No, the same way we do with characters like Tariq's son on Power, or Ghost son on Power, Tariq. People gonna call him Tariq.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn what role he get.
Yeah, but that's just you know, when you do something so good, that's kind of like
that's part of it.
Yeah. But you know, but like I said, that's why I pride myself on being able to reintroduce myself and do things that people don't expect you.
Like me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho. Please, excuse me.
To do and see you in a different light, because you know, eventually it's all gonna be encompassed in whatever your legacy is, and the more that you do, the more people are gonna be able to see you do things in a different light. And I just think that, you know, when you do it in the time before social media where people weren't connected as much as we connected now, it had a different aura to it. Like back then, when a nigga was in a movie, was in a movie.
Yeah.
When a nigga had a stand-up special, he had a stand-up special. When a nigga had an album, he had an album. You had to go to Tower Records and stand in line and purchase this CD and wait till you got to where you was at. Or if you ain't have a Walkman, get in your car and bust the plastic open and read the book and put the CD in and listen to it and live with it. Now, you know what I mean? So
it's instant.
It's instant gratification. It's instant gratification. So
no, you don't.
The people.
No, you don't, brother. No, you don't, bro. I went back personally and seen all your comments. 98% of your comments are negative, bro. Stop it. I went back personally and seen all your shit. All you do is talk negative, brother. Stop it.
People that come from that era, in my opinion, they're always going to have a rough time being able to readjust to the instant gratification.
Yeah,
because now I'm sure there were people who can't stand Martin.
Like the video and all that is crazy, bro.
Back then. But we didn't know who the fuck they was.
Right.
Now
you gonna know who they are.
You gonna know exactly who they are.
A lot of them gonna have platforms.
Be able to galvanize all of the other people who feel that way or just want to be a part of something and gonna act like they feel that way to try to get your attention.
That's another part of it they didn't have to deal with. It's the trolls.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people really still think you funny.
The trolls.
Funny, but it's funny to say you not funny.
Yeah, it's funny to fuck with you. It's funny to get in the comments and hope that you respond.
Right.
And engage with you because that's how close we are to celebrity. I said this to Martin the first time we met. I was like, man, it's crazy you made me feel like I didn't need to take a picture with you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's how personable
that's how personable he was with me. Like, man, I don't even need to ask you for no picture. I know I'm going to see you again.
Yeah.
Like, that is something that I still appreciate because I know that the distance between what you were to me when I was, boy, a world away.
Yeah.
A whole world away. Inside that box was another world. Now, man, people that love Chico Bean, man, just, hey, you.
Yeah. Hoping you respond.
You act like you ain't. Just say the most outlandish shit to you.
And then you respond, nah, bro, I'm a fan of your work, man. I just say, they do that to me.
They do that to you. That's it's just a way to get your attention.
But I had to apologize to a nigga the other day for.
I can't say that I wouldn't have did that if I'd have known that would have got a person that Iverson's attention back in the day. I can't say that I wouldn't have did that as a kid or as a teenager.
Right.
Or I can't say that I wouldn't have asked a nigga for $50,000 either.
Yeah.
I might have been like, hey, Iverson, let me get 50,000 Slim for my whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at that. That's just the way the world is now. You got to understand the change.
Yes, sir.
But for people that, in my opinion, for people, man, the people that gave us the blueprint to make us want to be entertainers or to make us enjoy entertainment the way that we do, man, open your mind and let them people show up. If they still are giving you a quality show or they giving you a quality product, embrace it, man. Don't turn your back on them because they old or because they, don't do it the same way you fell in love with them for doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just because Ron Isley sitting down singing now don't mean that he ain't stand up and move.
Yeah, they want Ron Isley old ass to stand up. They want Ron Isley old ass to come up that busted. You saw like Keisha and guillotine and tired. I was with my girlfriend. You're alive. He better get his ass up because you're busted. Pack your bags. You're busted. It's obvious. You're busted.
So what? Was the song? Did he still sing the song the same way?
Exactly.
Or Smokey Robinson moving across the stage slow? The nigga 80. He been doing this shit for 60 years. You got to appreciate the fact that this nigga still able to
do a little something.
I would be anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to. You know what I'm saying?
What about, what's your take, another comedian who we grew up on, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
What's your take on his last special?
I enjoyed it because it was just he reminded people of who he was. And I think that he needed to do that.
That's what I felt like what he wanted to do.
I felt like that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But like he just reminded people like, I am one, if not the most talented human ever.
Yes.
Like literally, when you think about all the Jamie acting, singing, I'm talking about comedian, everything, host, everything. I saw a clip of this nigga. I saw a clip of this nigga hosting a tribute to Stevie Wonder, and this was from like 2000. Man, if you look this clip up, man, and what's my man name? From Great Britain. I'm having a brain fart. Loon, the white dude. The Rocket Man.
Wait, is he talking about that nigga? The gay nigga, Elton John?
You don't know what I'm talking about? Elton John.
Elton John.
Yeah, we both was having one. Elton John had did a tribute to Stevie Wonder, and he said something. She was like, Stevie, and this Jamie started mocking this Stevie.
Yeah.
See, I guess that's what they mean when they say you putting some stink on it. Stevie, I love you, Stevie. It was like, that's what you got to say when you see him, Stevie. And it was just like that natural. And you saw the CEO of BET at the time, Bob Johnson, was just looking like, you know you're not ever getting Elton again. But that natural ability to be able to do that, and
in the
moment. Think about this nigga has platinum albums.
Yeah.
With an S on it.
Yeah.
Multiple stand-up specials. An Oscar.
He different.
For playing one of the most iconic musicians ever. Willie Beeman. The Jamie Foxx Show.
Yeah, he
this
different.
Man, it's like the nigga different, man. He a different monster. And I think coming back from whatever he went through, he probably wanted to avoid what Martin just waved off for a long time before he jumped back out there and letting people see, hey, I'm still me. I still got it.
Yeah.
And if, you got to go see Martin to see that he's still, now, if you looking for that, and that's what I'm saying, Jamie ain't the Jamie from the Jamie Foxx Show. He was real, he's still able to do it, but he ain't moving around like he was moving around back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he ain't get all the way on the piano and, you know what I mean, like doing 6 different things in one show, but he ain't, in living color, like this nigga.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Yeah, like Wanda, all these different things that he's done, man. It's like, this nigga is literally one of the most talented people ever, and I think that was just a reminder of what he was. And if you were looking for this, gut-busting laughter and all, if you feel like you didn't get that, I can understand that because that's what you used to getting. But hey, I just came out of coma. The fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I almost died. Give me a chance to get back. At least I got this to get to.
Nigga fuck with P. Diddy, man. P. Diddy almost killed that man. P. Diddy said, fuck that. You ain't about to go on my trial. Nigga, and say some shit. Dead homies. I'll put your ass in a coma. Bitch.
You ungrateful than a man. This is terrible. Niggas gonna give you a chance. But like, hey, you didn't die though.
Gonna be funny.
Gonna be funnier. I ain't laughed till my stomach hurt, bitch ass. Yeah. Hey man, where my phone at? Yeah. Man, fuck this shit. Corny as fuck, man. Niggas should have went ahead and all the way died for this shit.
Yeah.
Man, it's just like that's just the way it
some other shit nowadays. I also want to get your opinion on, of course, like we said, Chappelle is one of the GOATs.
Oh, without question.
What's his name? Gerard Carmichael. Gerard Carmichael.
Yeah, I know Gerard.
Said that he came out and said Dave Chappelle's legacy might end up being just a long argument about trans jokes. And since then, they've been, I guess, going back and forth. He says Dave Chappelle's legacy is a bunch of opinions about trans shit. That's a crazy thing to say about a living legend, but then Chappelle claps back and calls Gerard an egomaniac. Yeah, so they have the culture split down the middle.
They do?
Yeah, have you heard of that?
Nah.
You haven't heard?
I think they do. Shit, if everybody going with Dave Chappelle, it ain't culture.
None of that. Yeah, it was at the Comedy Store, and it was at the Comedy Store in L.A. Where Gerard came out and said that. I think he's came out is gay. Or something.
Yeah, for sure. I know Gerard. I know his brother. He from Winston, where I went to school at. You know what I'm saying? So I knew him prior.
But do you think something is out of line for Gerard to say something like that?
You say whatever the fuck you want to say. That's the beauty of the business that we in. And that's the beauty of comedy, alternative perspective.
Yes.
If that's the way you feel, then I can understand that. And being a gay man, you know, you repping for your side. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at a nigga for repping for your side. I disagree with his assessment, though. How the trans jokes, like, he ain't started doing that until, like, that wasn't even a thing when Dave was, like, Killing Them Softly is one of the best stand-up specials ever.
Yes.
It's not
100%.
one trans joke in that special. So I just think that now that we've started to discuss these things more, now you got more people coming out with their opinions about it. But I totally disagree with his assessment on that being Dave's legacy. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, he said that. And he also, do you think Chappelle is still moving the needle with his comment?
Without question, because whenever he come out and say something, people talk about it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is that he's talking about. And he's always going to be able to give social commentary in a way that is going to move the needle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. You know, whether it be on a Saturday Night Live monologue or on his own stand-up specials, or, you know, it's just certain things that he's able to talk about in a perspective that people want to hear, and it's across the board. It's not just black, it's not just white. We both want to tune in as, you know, America.
And he's one of the few that has that.
That's been able to do that. You know, that, because you have somebody like DL who is very, very big in the political space, but, you know what I mean, it's more catered towards what we feel and what we think.
Right.
And, you know, the other side is really beefing with him because of his perspective. They'll beef with Dave, but they want him to come over and say it in our venue. Yeah. We're going to beef with you, but could you say this shit you want to say in our venue?
Right.
Want to make sure we get those tickets. So
let's take a break from the show. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks, the simplest and most exciting way to win cash while watching sports. Now, a lot of people. Let's get back to the show.
Dave did have a couple of years where the trans thing was a thing because they were pushing back.
Big. And it was big.
Are you ever scared to breach certain topics in comedy?
No. I'm also not gonna force myself to talk about some shit I don't give a fuck about either.
Now, if you receive backlash, do you feel a responsibility to take that on stage on your next set to clarify your position or address it?
I mean, no, unless it's something that, if I hurt somebody that I care about and they think I'm being malicious, then yeah. But outside of that, no, not at all. Like, you got to understand, I've received backlash from a lot of shit that I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, from people that you don't want no backlash from. Like, man, you remember when I first went on the Breakfast Club talking about relationships, black women was kicking my ass in the comments.
I don't even remember that.
Whoa, yeah, it was bad. But I welcome that, because that's really how I feel. So I welcome the conversation, and I welcome you having a conversation with a nigga you don't think like me.
Right.
And seeing how he address it. But no, but that's the thing that I think helps me. I'm not going to force myself to talk about nothing that because it's topical or it's popular right now. I don't give a I don't care who you choose to stick your dick in, or if you still got one or you don't.
Right.
It's your business.
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't move me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not offended. You know what I'm saying? I'm not offended. I'm not a person that is, you know, bothered by whatever you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, if somebody was to accost me in a way that I feel uncomfortable with, then I would address that to that person. But I don't feel the need to, hey, all you chicks with dicks and all that wild shit. Nah, that's not, I don't give a fuck. But I think that saves me, because I feel like if I forced myself to have dialogue about something because that's what's popular or that's what's popping to talk about, I talk about the shit I want to talk about. And if I ever decided that's something I want to discuss, then I will.
And you was discuss it. Like, the one thing they can't take from Chappelle is he discussed some of these things and he's well versed in the topic.
Yeah.
So it's not something, it doesn't feel like he's uninterested in what he's speaking about.
And that's the thing. I would have to be it would have to be something that is entertaining, not even entertaining, that is interesting to me.
Yes.
For me to ever want to address it, because I'm not about to just start talking about some shit just because, you know, everybody else feels like, oh, it's the you know, the thing that's on the map, the calendar of the month for the year of what everybody's talking about. You know what I'm saying? I've never been under the pressure to do. I do what I want to do, you know? And I think that's what makes me the comedian that I am. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Now, I run the risk of offending somebody with everything that I say.
Right.
But that's just the risk I'm willing to take with the business that I'm in. But I know that I'm genuine in my sentiment, and I'm not.
She keeps saying Rico Bean. It's Chico. Chico Bean. Fuck that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man. That nigga's a bitch. I think he's another hoe ass nigga want to come here and want to be special with his hoe ass. Tell that nigga fuck him and his mama.
Trying to be malicious, but if you don't like the way I feel about something, then cool. Just like it.
Rico Bean,
right.
You
know also, with Gerard saying that Rico about Bean, Chappelle, I think it's interesting because you have some people saying, "What?
She a fool. Call it Rico Bean. Fuck with Rico." Come fuck with my nigga Rico. Rico cool as a motherfucker, cuz. My nigga Rico.
He say that about a white comedian.
Oh, Rico is Chico. All right, my
right?
bad. Rico, Chico. All right, my bad.
You have people like Bill Burr who also have taken a certain stance on like those communities
without question.
That I'm not sure someone to smear and
yeah, but he's not gonna say that because you don't look up to Bill Burr the same way you look up to.
Fuck this nigga, he's a bitch. Don't think he try to be smooth with you now. He want to call you a hoe. Now he want to be cool. Fuck her, he a bitch. Fuck your mama, nigga.
Dave Chappelle. That nigga was trying to be Dave Chappelle in a lot of senses in regards to, you know, the trajectory that he first came in the game. And that's what they were touting him as, the next Chappelle.
Okay.
So if you come out as something that you feel like that person that you idolize don't embrace,
let you down.
It'll make you frustrated. Sour taste in your mouth. It'll be like, you know what I'm saying, if you know, just taking it to sports, if you know what I mean, if you the young star, up and coming college athlete, and your favorite quarterback is, you know,
you's a buster, bro. Nigga ain't hate on your buster ass. You's a buster and a bitch at the same time. You's a buster bitch.
Jalen Hurts, and you get to go to the game, and you, hey Jalen, man, you mind if I, oh man, get your goof ass on. You eat shrimp, whatever the thing may be that makes you, and it
turns you off.
Yeah, and in the moment you get to, you know, that nigga start to have a bad season and throwing interceptions, and you might be the man now. First thing you're gonna say is, well, you know, if he would have, you know, embraced shrimp, then maybe he would, you know, have a little bit better nutrition. And
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a Mystery Monk in a building official. Mystery Monk official, man. You know how it's coming.
As simple as I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
This nigga gay as hell. Come see me, Loke. This nigga trying to invite niggas to his house so bad. Oh my God. This nigga horny. Can you come to my house? Bitch, no. I cannot go to your house. Bitch, no. I don't have sex with mans. I like coochie. That little bloop, bloop. I like the way it look, taste, smell, feel. I do not want to go to your house. You whore. You whore ass bitch. You like dick in your butt.
Yeah,
I think it's more personal than anything, because that sounded personal to me, because I think he knows that that's man. You talking about Dave? Like, come on, man.
He's one of them.
Dave is prolific.
Yeah.
In his perspective. He's always been prolific in his perspective. Whether you agree with his perspective or not, you can't take away from the fact that he's prolific in his delivery and the things that he talks about on stage. Like, if you watch Killing Him Softly, like one of his first jokes is about DC, and I remember being a young.
You call another man juicy? Oh my God! This is the same nigga you run around calling nigga delicious. Oh my God! He call nigga juicy. That nigga said nigga call nigga delicious. You run around calling nigga delicious. Hey, delicious! Call nigga delicious all across the whole yard. You a freak, brother. You a fucking freak. Delicious!
Watching, he was like, white people used to look at DC from Virginia like, nope, not yet. And then he said, now you walk up to him, what the fuck is wrong with you? Those days are over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that alone, that perception and perspective is real. And that was the beginning of gentrification for us. We were experiencing it. But his ability to be able to put that in joke form is prolific to me.
Yeah, type it in the real time.
Yeah, to type it in the real time. And then some shit that you know ain't real about a drug dealing baby. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of those things from that special but that's prolific. And then you talking about the Chappelle show.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
you just mad because you feel like
It's the same man that asked me to come to his house. Come over here, bro, and see me, bro. Come over here to my house. Brother, why would I want to go to your house, bro? Why would I want to go to your state? 9 times 10, you from a whole different state. You probably a little white boy that's stuck in Massachusetts somewhere. Hiding in a little white area, a little white house. Chilling. Your mom would cuss your mother out. Shut up, whore! Your mom getting mad, you off heroin and shit like that, brother. You told me, come to Texas. And you ain't never been in Texas. Your whole ass in Massachusetts somewhere. Stuck. High as hell. They try to make me go to rehab. I tell their ass, no. Face ass, nigga.
Yeah.
He's not embracing what you embrace. And that's okay.
Right.
That's your right. I will fight for everybody's right to say whatever they want to say. That's something that I would stand for no matter what it is you want to say. I will fight for your right to say it. But the agreeance, that's something different. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have the right to say it, but you got to take what come with it. And I think that's just a personal thing that he got going on.
Right.
You know
also, online I seen you and Jess Hilarious was almost in a relationship.
No,
is that
you ain't
true?
seen no shit like that, Loon.
That's what I seen.
You
brother.
ain't seen nothing like that.
It said
Loon.
you and
ain't-
Jess
Loon-
Hilarious
Loon-
got into some kind of
Loon
situation.
or his Wendy Williams with that question. Looney Williams. That's your name for that question.
Hey,
Look,
they say-
you ain't seen no
Look,
shit.
I promise you, I looked it
what
up and it
happened
said,
was- what
okay, go
happened
ahead,
was-
explain, clarify.
What happened was when I went on the Breakfast Club, she talked about when she was trying to get with me and I wasn't giving her no action because she had a man. And I don't play them games. And try to kill you about that.
For sure.
I'm not, you got a and she was still trying to throw it. And I was like, get the fuck on somewhere. You got a And she was like, well, this gay. You know what I'm saying? So that's the beef that gets
She
thrown.
said this. Oh,
Bro, you're not from Hoover, bro. You're not from Hoover, bro. Listen, you come in here every time. Oh, who Groove said this? Groove said that. Like, you don't move me at all by saying that. Like, I don't. Oh, let me go check him out. Fuck you and him, your boyfriend. You come and talk with another man every day.
Yeah,
you. She
me.
said
Yeah,
you were
I
gay.
had to be gay because I didn't want to fuck with her.
What?
So that was the dialogue that we had, but you know what I'm saying? That was where that came from. But yeah, I don't play them type of games, man.
Yeah.
Like, and I treat my dick like I treat my social security number. I'm real
Whoa! He treated his dick like he treated social security number. He real selective of who he give it to. I know what he gonna say. My grandpa used to say that. I'm real selective of who I give it to.
selective.
Everybody
I'm
can't get that.
Everybody can't get. You give it to the wrong. Fuck your life up.
Lord have
You're
mercy.
through.
Yes,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're through. So when you got a man, I ain't playing them type of games
Yeah.
because this nigga going. You think the nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He show up and you never know, and I ain't willing to take that risk.
Nah, it ain't worth the
no
risk.
matter how good your is, it ain't worth what I'm gonna have to do to this person or what he gonna try to do to me in order for me to get it. It's too
Right.
many of them out here.
Yeah.
And that's where that came from. But Jess, man, I love Jess, man. Jess was, talking shit as we always do. Like,
Right.
that's one of the people that, as a peer that I respect. And then we got that DC Baltimore thing that we always go back and forth about. But that's what that was. Like, I wasn't going.
That's
Like,
pretty funny,
I don't
though.
want no.
Yeah,
You got
me
a
neither though.
boyfriend.
I don't want to
Yeah.
be involved with
Nah,
that
I'm
either.
not
It's
with
too
you.
high
You got no-
risk.
Yeah,
it's too
I'm
high
not, man,
risk.
nigga can legally damn near kill you about this.
And
bitch.
then say he went
And
crazy.
say,
like I was
crime of
legally
passion.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
real,
saying?
for
I'm
real.
not playing like that. Like, get the f on. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm being a nigga that's far from tender. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I don't care who you f with or what you f with as long as you got that shit under control. But once you say boyfriend and relationship,
Too much.
ain't no control, because that means that you've entered into an agreement of compromise. And what compromise means, in my opinion, is one party is agreeing not to be satisfied with the outcome. So whenever you doing that, whenever you involve somebody else in that scenario, then that means that now the compromise that they have been making for you has been jeopardized by you going out and doing some other shit. And usually the nigga ain't gonna take it out on you. And even if he do take it out on you, I don't want the conscience of you coming up swole the fuck up.
Right.
'Cause this nigga done beat your ass because you done gave me some
Yeah.
Nah, you.
That nigga done beat your ass. You gave me some of that pussy. That nigga done knocked your dumb ass out. Put all type of lumps on your forehead, bitch. Bo bop, bo bop, bo bop, bo. Stupid ass bitch. Get that pussy up.
I don't even want to be involved in
I don't want that. Nah, I'm good. I done seen it too many times, and I done been through it, and I done been a nigga that used to fuck with and then went through that type of, man, I ain't
never been that kind of just because of that. And
not on purpose, though. Like, I was never seeking it out, but that just happened, and I done dealt with, man, I don't even want to talk about none of this shit. I pride myself on not telling none of these stories on camera because I just think that that's ignorant, personally. That's my personal vantage point of just telling war stories and going through all that shit. Fuck all that shit.
What's up about Zero? What's the Zero Cool Mo? What's the deal? Shout out 02 Cool Mo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Twitch side, man.
Through some shit around with these bitches out here, man. These had you up,
they had you in the mix,
They had you in the mix, man, for real bad. I'm talking about down bad. So, but I never blame the woman. It's always our fault as the man. It's always some precaution that you didn't take as a man that put you in that predicament. It's always your fault. I never blame the woman. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime,
even if she lied to you,
man, that's your fault. You didn't do that. That's your fault. Lied to you, that means that you didn't do the proper protocol to be able to identify.
Hey, a lot of niggas ain't doing no vetting right now. Nigga, ain't no nigga, a lot of niggas out here too. So, let me check and make sure she got a nigga, and make sure she ain't lying about a nigga. A lot of niggas just, hey, she ain't got a nigga, I'm finna smack her down. And you niggas be just tricking you niggas. And they be like, oh, I told you. I told you I had a nigga. You said, so what? 9 times 10, she didn't say nothing about no nigga.
In your life, or you put yourself in a position that, mind you, getting lied to it, you know, it's kind of shaky because you depending on what the lie is. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got no man.
Yeah.
Like we saw trouble.
Yeah,
trouble was over a girl's house and nigga come in and kill trouble.
Right. But see, that's the thing. That right there is a little different because that might not have been a lie. That might not have been her man. Yeah. He just might have been a nigga that was a jealous ass nigga. But that's the risk you take in not being more inquisitive about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But those type of situations, we all run the risk of that. And rest in peace of trouble. Because
rest in peace.
That was a situation where we all done took them. I know I done been in an apartment complex.
But I don't do it no more. But I used to do it.
I know we all done run the risk of
I done been in a house.
He said, I don't do it no more. But I used to do all that.
House in the
me too.
Up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done been in a house with a nigga knocked on the door and tried to come through the window. I done been through all of that. I done been through that. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's us. And
how you gonna miss Chico Bean motherfucking dome shining off? That motherfucker got baby oil, that motherfucker. He in there fucking your bitch. You trying to get through the window. He trying to get out the window. He out the back balcony. You going through the front window. He trying to hit. He trying to get up out of there.
You blessed enough to make it out of that situation with your mind intact. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that, man. I gotta take better precaution as a man because that woman is only, you know, most of the time they looking for companionship and some dick that's worthy of the time that they spend giving the to.
Yeah.
So if you provide that, you always gonna be welcome. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna worry about asking your way in like sinners. They gonna welcome you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you a certain type of
for sure.
You gonna get in there.
Like sinners, he crazy like sinners.
So it's like you run, but that's the thing. You still running the risk playing them games because you never know what a got going on. So that's why I always look at it from the perspective of being truthful. Like the moment I catch you with me, I don't care what it's about. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Because that means that it's probably a nigga that's believing you.
Yeah.
On a whole another grandiose scale, and then I'm thinking we just cool and we out around and come blow my brains out because I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
And it's nothing that you ain't gonna see it coming.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. And then it's like, you know, for his situation as well, it's like, damn, Just imagine you laid up with this broad, y'all laying down, you look up, it's a in here.
Yeah, and it's nothing you can do.
And this
was a well-respected and it can, and you gone like that.
That's so fucked up, bro.
Off that.
That's so fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can never come back from that. And it's sad because we, as you know what I'm saying, the value that we have, it take us so long to recognize that value within ourselves and know that, man, I'm better than this. But then the thing is, there's a level of trust that because there are certain women that I trust enough to go to your house. But
I ain't got none of them yet.
I mean, it's a few of them, but these are women that I didn't,
You got to build that shit up.
You build it up for years, but still.
I ain't got none of them yet. It's crazy work.
Still, you never know, and that's the risk you take. So
might make a key to her shit.
Yeah.
Without her knowing, baby, let me drive the car,
it's certain precautions that I always take if I'm gonna do that. But I gotta be. I'm never doing it with the intent of. Because I learned from situations like Trouble or my own partners that had been done like that. I got a partner that, God rest his soul, that got done the same way. Up in the apartment with some, they done left the key, and he went up in there, and them niggas was in there waiting on him.
Damn.
Over with. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going to come to your house and I'm going to be at your house, then, you know what I mean, it's a certain level of precaution that I'm taking in coming over there.
Yeah.
And if you lying, I'm getting the fuck on immediately. I don't care what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go lying about all types of
simple
shit. Simple, dumb shit. And that let me know that it's probably another nigga that believe everything you say. And I know that I'm not point of conversation or reference, but I know I will be if you ever want to make this upset.
Right, yeah.
Let me remove myself.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I want to ask you a couple more things, then we'll get out of here.
Good, man.
So the U.S. Department of Justice, along with 30 states and district attorneys, has filed an antitrust lawsuit against Ticketmaster and its parent company, Live Nation Entertainment. The suit alleges
the U.S. Secretary,
the U.S. Department of Justice.
Department of Justice. Wow.
Yeah, they've stepped in with an antitrust lawsuit, and what they're alleging is that they have monopolized practices that inflate ticket prices and burden fans with excessive fees. This legal action can have significant implications for comedians and live performers. I wanted to ask you, do you notice when you guys do those arenas, do you guys know about the Ticketmaster fees? It's what's called a junk fee.
Junk fee? No, we don't have control over none of that. And if we could, it would be, direct to consumer, but the middleman.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a burden on your fans. Like it's the fans, because you'll be like, we'll do it for $30. Yeah, and then they'll go to checkout, end up $67.
Yeah, but that's the game, because you don't own the venue. It's a cold game, you know what I'm saying?
Not only do you not own the venue, you didn't just catch the game I put down.
Yeah.
Live Nation own Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
So it's literally a monopoly. Yeah. Live Nation own the venue, and they own the people that sells the tickets.
Even if they don't own the venue, they own the boom mics and the
type shit.
And the monitors. And, you know what I'm saying? So it's you really in between a rock and a hard place as the performer, because you want your fans to be able to get a decent ticket price, but you also want to be able to make the money that you make, because you getting busting the head on the back end worse than the fan is. Because for every ticket that you sell, if you set your ticket price at a certain point, they taking them fees off, and you still got to pay the tax and the overtime if you go overtime for all of the people that's working and all of that shit. So it's just, it's a cold game, man. It's a cold game, but it's hard to eliminate the middleman on that grandiose scale.
Right, and that's what I want to ask you: is the money in podcasting on tour and doing live shows?
I think that it's kind of a combination of both. You kind of need one to boost the other, but I think podcasting is more lucrative because you don't have to run the risk of going out and dealing with all of the live part
overhead,
and all of that, but still you kind of give your fan a greater experience in doing so. You look at somebody like, who I would say is probably the top. He's been able to do whatever he wants to do from his centralized back cave, if you will.
Right.
So you can always do that, But as a live performer, you always gonna want to hit that stage.
But see, even for y'all, right? So you got the Ticketmaster fees with the Live Nation thing. Then you got to split it with you, Carlos, DC, right? And then the ticket can't be everybody else that's on the bill. Yeah. And then you really can't have the ticket astronomical amount. It can't be a $300 ticket. No, you know what I'm saying? So
it can though. You know
it can, it definitely can. But
you don't want to do that to your consumer, you know, and that's why I say it puts you in between a rock and a hard place as the entertainer, because you don't want to overcharge.
My boy Drake, what's happening with you, bro? Shit, I'm finna try to get up.
But you don't want to undercharge either.
You want to make it worth your while.
You want to make it worth everybody's while, but that just comes into giving the people a product that they want to pay for. And I think that's what we pride ourselves in, and making sure that we give the people something. No matter what ticket price you pay, you get what you get more than what you pay for. Right. You get an experience, and that's pretty much all you can do, because you're not in control of any of the other things. You only can worry about what you can control. But you know what I'm saying? If the U.S. Secretary is stepping in, I think that's probably because they have the laws against monopolies. And I didn't even know that Live Nation owned Ticketmaster.
That's what I'm saying. That's the game.
But there's so many other entertainment companies that, you know, run through different avenues.
But see, Live Nation literally has a monopoly on all the venues. They slick on 90% of the venues. So what'll happen is, if you're a smaller company and say you got 10 venues in New Jersey, they'll come buy you out. Like they're really moving like the bomb when it comes to
live performance.
Yeah, man, all of it too. We talking rappers deal with this. There's no one that does a live performance
that don't have to deal with.
You have to go through them in some kind of way.
Some way, whether it be getting a venue or finding the date. They'll shut the dates down. They'll book the Universal Circus.
Bring that back out. So and this is where last year Lil Baby had some backlash. You started to see a lot of bad press about tours. Not only Baby, but Moneybagg Yo.
Everybody.
Yeah, they would start to say
ticket prices.
They would start to say, their stuff not selling out. And the reason they were doing that, allegedly, conspiracy theorists have it that there's a company out of Atlanta, a guy named Alex. He's actually somebody I'm cool with, called AG Torrance.
AG, yeah.
Right. He used to own Compound. Down in Atlanta. So what happened is he now steps into the arena, and they don't go through Ticketmaster, Live Nation. Well, they still go through Ticketmaster, but they're not going through Live Nation. So they're using the venues and just paying the price to use the venues, but he's facilitating all the tours. And so to slow him down or to put bad press on taking that route, because they don't like to see rappers go that route. Like, come through us. It's the easiest way. It's the safest way. Everyone cancels dates. If the tickets don't sell at a certain rate, we take that show off the books and maybe revisit it or something. But because Moneybagg Yo, Lil Baby, and a couple of people were taking dates off, it literally was making
Meg Thee Stallion, all of them.
It was making press, blogs, right? Yeah. And a lot of people said that was because the fact that there was the black company stepping in, and there was basically hit pieces going out to try to deter rappers from going that route. I want to be clear. Baby went there, Sexy Red, Rod Wave. Like, he was taking big acts from Live Nation.
There's a lot of black companies that promote, you know, the Black Promoters Coalition, BMN shows.
That's who was doing the We the Ones, right?
Yeah, BMN shows did We the Ones. You know, Blake and them and Diddy and them and you know what I'm saying? Like, they go through the same things, you know, being a black promoter and trying to get, you know, shut out. So it's always a grind. It's always, you always got to try to get in. We going out with him on the 85 this run.
That's dope.
So, you know what I mean? We all trying to, you know, like one hand wash the other, wash the face, but you still dealing with the big. Yeah. You gotta always.
But see, they gotta chill right now because they got this antitrust lawsuit hovering over them. This is the government. You know, they'll come and break that shit up.
They'll
like,
break
you
it up.
can't own that and that. Like, y'all gotta figure out and liquidate something.
Yeah, for sure. You know,
and so I think that
we'll
possibly
see if that changes it. But then the economy also is a big factor in that as well.
Yes.
What people can actually afford to pay.
Yes.
And what, you know, people having the means to be able to come out and enjoy live entertainment, because that is a luxury.
Yes.
So being able to spend that money and have the extra funds to want to buy a ticket for however much it costs, whether it be a $30 to $50 ticket or a $500 ticket.
Right.
The economy is going to determine whether, no matter who's putting the show on or putting the venue up or putting the money up, the economy is always going to determine what people can come. No matter how much demand you are in, if the people don't have the money to be able to support, then
it won't happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, and also, I just think that's crazy. I did go to Cat Williams' show, and I seen Monique on tour with him. I think that was very interesting.
Yeah.
But watching Monique up there, it reminded me that she sued Netflix about the Amy Schumer thing. I'm not sure what came of that, but do you think that her suing Netflix changed anything for female black comics?
I think that her position in general has given a voice in a way that we didn't have a voice for female black comedians. And I think that, I don't think she gets the credit for that, but I think that's what she did. And she can be looked at as difficult or whatever they, say that she is, but at the same time, speaking up for yourself is a necessity for a lot of our women, because we don't have anybody to step up and speak for them. And for a long time, she was the only one that was doing that.
Right.
And I think that you automatically are going to be looked at as difficult as a black woman when you do that. But, I think that at the same time, she did open up a door to be able to allow a lot of black female comedians to be able to get their just due by not just through her entertainment prowess, but speaking up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know
and
if she
starting
necessarily
those
opened
conversations
doors for Netflix, but just in general, across the board for sure. Without
she also did go ahead and do a Netflix special, right? She did. Yeah, I believe she did after suing them. Yeah, they kind of came to terms, and she dropped something, I believe, on Netflix.
Okay.
To kind of bridge the gap, or say that, hey, they made things right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monique has been a voice in this culture, man, and we look at her like auntie. Like, even with her speaking with Shannon Sharp, how that plays back. People like those, Shannon, she told you. What's your feeling on dating white women?
I mean, I personally ain't with it, because I know that a white woman would only be able to sympathize with me. She wouldn't be able to empathize with me. And sometimes, as black men, that empathy is necessary just for you to understand that you need to leave me the fuck alone right now.
Yes.
Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, I ain't necessarily against a white woman.
Right.
I ain't gonna go that far. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Dr. Umar talk about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that that's wrong, but it's being in a relationship. Nah, I ain't black women, man. I love black women.
Yeah,
black women is it for me, because just that connection that we have in dialogue. It ain't always about intimacy in regards to physical interaction. Intimacy to me is the connection that you have mentally to be able to stimulate somebody through conversation, even if this the first and the last one we ever have. I know that you lead this conversation more grandiose, as I will too, because I talked to an intelligent black woman, or I had dialogue with a that's from the hood and talking shit with them, and that's just something I value. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I value that. So I can't see myself ever being in a relationship in general. But if I was showing up with a white woman,
you can't see yourself in a relationship ever?
No, hell no, I'm not doing
Never that. In a relationship?
No, not conventional relationship, not at all.
Why?
We about to be in here for another 3 hours, Loon. Check the playback. But no, I'm not with the conventional relationships. Don't make no sense to me, because the best way to explain it is, as a man, we have an obligation to be true to self first. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna ever be able to be of service, to be of that usefulness that we have to be as men. And I can't ever see myself allowing any woman to think that she's the only woman that I ever want to be with for the rest of my life. And what that entails is, when people hear that, a lot of times when women hear that, they automatically think that you just want to be out here sticking your dick in everything. No, not at all. But if I want to engage with a woman, if you're my girlfriend, and you feel like because you're my girlfriend, you're supposed to encompass everything that I need, that's an unfair commitment to make. To
yeah, I
anybody,
kind of
in
feel
my
what you
opinion.
said. Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
a
allow
heavy load.
Nor would I allow you to think that I'm supposed to be your.
I'm gonna lift
everything.
everything. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it don't work like that.
All
You know
that mean emotional strain,
nah,
sexual strain.
Yeah, nah.
While I evolve, I used to like that. I like this now. Can you do that now?
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm specialized at that. Then they'll get upset, like we see with Cassie, right? It feels like she got upset that I spent all these years freaking off with you, and it didn't really materialize
into what I wanted. But that's on the man and not establishing that. Hey, what is it that you got to be able to listen as much as you can talk. Like my line of questioning is always, what are you looking for? Because if what you're looking for is not what I just explained to you what I am, then don't waste your time trying to convince me to turn into what that is, because it's not going to happen.
Right.
So, and time is the most valuable thing that we have. It's the only thing we can't get back.
Yeah.
So if I got a woman somewhere and I'm, in the presence of a woman that I'm having a good, nice conversation with, and we talking, and we at the restaurant or we at the bar or whatever it is we doing, I could not allow myself to enter into agreement that I have a woman somewhere thinking that I'm doing her wrong by doing what's good for me. This makes me feel good in the moment. This is what's for me. This is something that is, I'm never going to allow anybody to think that I'm wrong for doing what I feel is for me, no matter what capacity it's in.
Right.
So if this agreement allows me to, or requires me to go into a situation where this is the book, this is what we do, and this is it. And if we stray from this, then we're doing each other wrong. Why would I ever agree to those terms and conditions?
Right.
And then the thing is, like I always talk about, like the requirements that we are required to have as a man is always more elevated than what a woman is required to have coming in. Meaning, I have to have financial stability in some sense of the word. I have to be able to make you feel safe. I got to be able to make you feel differently than other men have made you feel, not to remind you of past trauma that other men have brought into your life. I got to be able to make you feel like you're enhancing me through your presence to give you worth as a woman, and be able to elevate you and your femininity through you elevating me and my masculinity. I have to be able to do all of those things. And the number one thing I got to be able to do above all those things is fuck you good. Because I can have all of those good characteristics, but if I can't lay no dick, then I'm just going to be the homie. So I got to
Or you use for all of those assets.
All those assets, and you're going to get by the other dude.
Little Tyrone tearing your mouth out.
Yeah, getting, you know what I'm saying? Because there's two things a woman is not going to be. She's not going to be getting bad on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
She's not going to get bad on the floor.
That's a whole fact.
You know what I mean?
If it's on the floor, it got to be platinum.
It's going to be platinum.
Yeah.
And if it's and if I'm getting bad, it's going to be in a mansion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just the idealism of how it works. Those are the terms and conditions under normal conventional wisdom. So you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to enter into an agreement where you meet me and my attributes are on 99? I can fight, tell jokes, got money, and you expect me to stop utilizing all them skills because you like it?
Come on now.
Of course you like it. I'm a superhero, man. The hoes need me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not just for dick, for game, for understanding. I'm
a superhero. The hoes need me.
I'm supposed to let my other folk struggle because you selfish?
Right.
And the answer is yes if you enter into that conventional wisdom. And
that's why you can't
do it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way I can do that. There's no way. And mind you, I have multiple relationships with women that I deal with on every level. Some sexual, most not. But at the same time, they know that they at least got one in their life that they can depend on to be consistently who we say he is every time. And I ain't looking for nothing different from you. Do your thing. As long as whatever your thing is don't cause me no problem,
right,
then we good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's
now
a blessing.
They got to the point where, I want to ask you, but what about this and what about that? I got answers to all them questions, yo. Where your my chart at? Okay, here, I ain't got nothing. Now what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now what? Now what's the conversation? Now you just don't want to engage in something that's different than what you want. But the good part is now you've been able to have a dialogue with somebody who has a total 180 of what you think is right and what you think is conventional and what you think a man is supposed to be. So now you have a different vantage point and perspective to go to the you supposed to find.
Right. Yeah. I lead you right the way.
If I didn't do nothing but direct you to who you supposed to find, I did a good thing for my woman. For black women. So that's
I appreciate you, man. Any Chico Bean, ladies and gentlemen, anything you want to leave the people with?
Oh man, nah, man. What we
Man, I know we at 3-4 hours.
3-4 hours, man. I got an hour. All right, y'all. That's Chico Bean. That's tonight's episode.